Hello and welcome to Mathssteps. Today we are going to learn how to understand and calculate the difference of two squares. Difference of two squares. What does it mean? It means you are going to have two terms, okay? Take away another term. And each of them is either be expressed like this, x to the power of 2, for example, minus 5 to the power of 2, okay? Or it could have been expressed as x to the power of 2 minus 25. Can you see? So the first one is the difference of two squares. X to the power of 2 and 5 to the power of 2 is a square of 5, square of x. It could be written like this, where 25 actually is the answer to 5 to the power of 2. So this is still a difference of two squares. Or it could be written like this. For example, we have a number in front. It could be 25. Take away y to the power of 2. Again, difference of two squares. Or it could be written as, for example, 49. Take away x minus 1 to the power of 2. Can you see? We have two squares here. 49 is the square of 7. And here we have the whole bracket to the power of 2. So again, in all these cases, we are dealing with the difference of two squares. Let's have a look at an example. X to the power of 2 take away 64. Again, here we have the difference of two squares. One is x, and the next one is 8 to the power of 2. So can I write it as 8 to the power of 2. And to factorize this, remember, factorization, this becomes x minus 8, x plus 8. So this is the factorizing of the difference of two squares. And if you try to expand these two single brackets, the answer is going to be x to the power of 2 minus 64. Let's try. So x upon x plus 8 in brackets minus 8 that multiplies x plus 8 in brackets. X to the power of 2 plus 8x minus 8x. Now minus 8 times plus 8 becomes minus 64. We cancel 8x and minus 8x. And then the whole answer, or the final answer, is going to be x to the power of 2 minus 64. So can you see? So I have this one is the same as this one here. Let's have a look at another example. Here we have x to the power of 2 minus 81. So x is already to the power of 2. And here, which number to the power of 2 gives 81? So is 9 to the power of 2. So we can rewrite it like that. And then get ready to brackets. First one becomes x minus 9. And the second one, x plus 9. Next example. X to the power of 2 minus 100. So straight away we realize we have the difference of two squares, and the answer is going to be x minus 10, x plus 10, because 100 is 10 to the power of 2. Just like that. Next one. 101 to the power of 2 minus 99 to the power of 2. Although we are dealing here with numbers, and you might think I can use the calculators to do each of them separately, and then the difference of the answers. Actually, we don't need the calculators because we know now the rule of the difference of two squares. So we go for the first one, take away the second one. So 101, take away 99 in bracket. And then again, the first one plus the second in bracket. And so the answer to the first one is going to be 2. The answer to the second bracket is going to be 200. And the final answer is going to be 400. So again, look for these rules to apply when dealing with the difference of two squares. Next question is 49, take away x minus 3 to the power of 2. So we have 49, and we know 49 is the square of 7, so we rewrite this as 7 to the power of 2. And next one actually is the whole bracket. But it doesn't matter, we can still consider the whole bracket as one term. So we're going to have now the first term, 7, take away the second one here, we're going to need the help of the square brackets because we have a round bracket inside. So minus x minus 3, close the bracket. And the second bracket is going to be 7 plus, above the bracket, x minus 3. Just like that, all right? So is first term, take away the second term in brackets, that multiplies the first term plus the second term. Now let's get all the terms inside the brackets outside the bracket. So the first one becomes 7 minus x plus 3, all right? And we don't need the square brackets in this case. And the next one becomes 7 plus x minus 3, close the bracket. Now 7 plus 3 is 10, so the first answer of the first bracket is 10 minus x in brackets. Open the bracket, 7 minus 3 is 4, so 4 plus x. And this is the final factorization of this difference of squares. Next question. Here we have x to the power of 2 minus 121, and you know minus 121 is going to be 11. We express it as 11 to the power of 2, and the first one is already given in to the power of 2. So this one will be written as x minus 11 in brackets x plus 11. Okay. Next one, again, follow exactly the same strategy that I followed in my first slide, although we deal in the numbers, both of them are to the power of 2. So we go for the rule, 53, take away 47 in bracket, open the next bracket, 53 plus 47, close the bracket. Now 53 take away 47 is 6. 53 plus 47 is going to be 100, and so the final answer is going to be 600, equals 600. No need to use the calculator. Next one we have here is, again, it is the case when we have a number and a bracket to the power of 2. And the number here, 81, as we know, is square of 9. So we rewrite this as 9 to the power of 2, and in brackets 3x minus 2, close the bracket, to the power of 2. Now the rule of difference of two squares is the first term take away the second term. So we think of the bracket as the whole term, and then the first term plus the second term, both of them in brackets. So we're going to have 9 minus, again now, before we get this out of the bracket, we're going to need the help of the square bracket. Okay, 3x minus 2, close the round bracket and the square bracket, and then multiplies 9 plus, open the round bracket, 3x minus 2, close the round bracket, just like that. And now let's get the round brackets, the terms that are inside the round brackets outside the bracket. And I'm going to have 9 minus 3x plus 2 now, because it's minus 2 plus 2. Open the bracket, 9 plus 3x minus 2. Close the bracket. 9 plus 2 is 11, so 11 minus 3x. In brackets, open the other bracket, 9 minus 3 is 7, 7 plus 3x. And this is the final answer. So although we was dealing with brackets, the second term is a bracket. Think of that bracket as one term and use square brackets to be able to easily get the terms inside the round brackets outside the bracket. Okay, now here is going to be your independent word. This one should be 144. So the first one is y to the power of 2 minus 144. The second one is the difference of two squares again, but you're dealing with numbers, so no need for calculators. Think of using the rule. And the third one, it is a number, which is a square of another number. And of course, we have a whole bracket here to the power of 2. So again, think of this bracket as a term when you apply the rule. So the rule says the first term, take away the second term in brackets, that multiplies the first term, take away the second term. But remember, you need to express this as a number to the power of 2. if it's not to the power of 2. So thank you very much for watching Mathssteps. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.